pull up anchor, and make the most of your nautical lifestyle. It's the Boater Map Live with John and John at the helm. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat.
338-4326 is the number. 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Listen online at thefan.am and take part of the show. We're brought to you each and every week by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey, and that is an easy place to find, just over the Matt Lachey Bridge on the right-hand side. Our other title sponsor is Crazy Lure, Fish Like Crazy, located at the corner of Vincennes and Miramar in Cape Coral. They are your one-stop bait and tackle for everything you need, right?
That is correct. We are one stop.
What did you sell this week?
Actually, we do a lot of stuff. We sell a lot of live bait. Live pinfish, live shrimp. We have lots of frozen bait. The guys like to do a lot of shark fishing out there in our area, and so frozen skrit.
Why? What makes sharks so popular?
Because there is an abundance of them in our area.
They're big and mean and fight good.
Yeah, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a sport in itself, really, shark fishing, and it's a different breed of fishermen for sure. And we have a lot of shark fishermen that come in the store, and so we keep the baits for them guys. They use a lot of frozen squid, frozen baits, and stuff like that for shark. Cut baits. They take fish and cut it up and use it. Get it nice and bloody and throw it out
Small
there.
animals?
No small animals.
We do not condone.
Do not condone the use of...
I'm not suggesting it.
No.
I can hear it now.
What is?
Do you have a squirrel in the freezer, John? Did you get the roadkill?
338-4326 is the number. 338-4326. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 Fan. The Boater Map can be found in over 400 locations all over Southwest Florida. Speaking of shark fishing, a lot of people. Do you have a lot of for tackle purposes? Do you sell spear guns?
I don't sell spear guns.
What is now spear fishing? That's a whole different ball game, right?
Yes. I mean, it's still considered fishing because you're still harvesting a fish according to the Florida Fish and Wildlife. But yeah, it's totally different. They take the spear gun, they free dive, they hold their breath,
or they tank, right?
Yeah, they can tank, but most of them just free dive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
spear fishing is usually done in relatively shallower water.
Okay.
So 20 feet less.
What do they fish for? Anything?
Yeah, anything legal. They look for like a legal snapper, a legal grouper, and then an amberjack, something like that, and they go up to it and spear it and bring it to the top.
The method behind my madness is that there's one of the guys in the Boater Map is a guy called Scuba Vice, over on McGregor Boulevard across from the Buddha there, and he's a complete diving center. They do classes, trips, they rent equipment, and if you go in there and say, "Hey, I heard it on the Boater Map," they'll fill your tank for free.
Wow. Exactly. I remember.
Yeah.
So, huge deal. Deal.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got over there, John? You look like you're baiting at the...
I'm foaming at the mouth.
Something. Yeah. What do you got?
I want to give a gift certificate away.
Go ahead.
So, we want to give a gift certificate for a Sunday breakfast buffet. Buy one, get one free at Anthony's on the Boulevard on Del Prater Boulevard in Cape Coral.
Right. And we get... if you take... you go in there and... You get one breakfast, you get one free.
That's exactly with this little gift certificate we help. So we will take the second caller who calls in, and we'll give them a gift certificate to Anthony's on the Boulevard for their new Sunday breakfast buffet.
Actually, they've been voted the best breakfast brunch or best breakfast buffet in all of Southwest Florida. I don't know who voted, but somebody voted.
Well, that's a tongue twister.
People who eat.
Yeah, people who eat. I'm an eater. To win that gift certificate, dial 338-4326, 338-4326, and you'll be talking to Paul, and he'll be hooking you up with that gift certificate. All right, so now, today, y'all going fishing?
Yeah.
I
am.
I know Jim's going out.
I'm going fishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I've got a good friend down from Michigan, and we took him out fishing the other day. John and I did, and we did pretty good. And I've got some other friends that want to go, so we're going out today. I'm not sure where we're going yet. I think we're just going to be a bunch of places we're going to try and catch fish. And
you're going in your boat?
Well, I'm going in my friend Lyle's boat. And
oh Lord,
yeah, Lyle.
Oh Lord.
Lyle is a dear friend of ours, and he's volunteered to take us fishing today.
Okay.
So
He's
bless his heart.
He's a vet,
He is.
and you'd like this story. We won't elaborate too quick, but just
But
throw
we
it out
like
there.
stories. Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes. So while he was serving on one of the big aircraft carriers in the Pacific Ocean, they had just switched from prop planes to jet-powered planes. And Mr. Lyle, unbeknownst to him, did not understand the significance of when a jet turns.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Or standing behind one when it turns.
What?
So he got blew off 45 feet into the Pacific Ocean
Really?
from the jet carrier.
But he was in the service. Didn't they train him? Don't they tell you, hey, you can't be around the jets. You're going to get.
Well, apparently they didn't tell him
Or
this.
maybe he was sick that day for that class.
No, they had prop planes before that, and they didn't create the blast.
Right.
That was the first time jets were on the aircraft carrier. Yes.
How old is Lyle?
He was born in
72.
42 or something.
72.
Well, they had jets in 45.
Hey, I'm just
Maybe
telling
not.
you the story.
Maybe not. Because
I don't think they
I
did.
don't think they did either.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had prop planes.
Yeah. Right. You're right.
Thank
We
you.
love Lyle.
You're right.
We love. If you're listening,
Ever
Lyle.
since he tasted the salt,
Yeah.
he's loved the ocean.
We got to get Lyle on the show.
Yeah, we
Lord.
do.
We should get Lyle
We'll
on the
need
show.
a
So you're
censor
gonna
button.
go. You're gonna go fishing. What are you looking for today?
We're looking for anything really. We love to catch sheephead and we love to catch mangrove snapper because that's our favorite delicacy down here. Sheephead. If you've never had sheep's head,
don't
they
think
are
I ever have.
absolutely delicious, and they have little human teeth on them, and they're just amazing little fish. Really
have
hard to
dentures.
catch.
Like Jeremy, that guy Jeremy fishes for. Before we do this, I'm going to interrupt everything. Sue, you're on the line right now.
Oh, hi, Sue.
Yes, I am.
Sue is the
Hi.
winner of the buy one get one free buffet at Anthony's on the Boulevard in Cape Coral here on the Boater Map live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Sue, have you ever eaten at Anthony's?
Pardon?
Have you turn your radio down, Sue, so you don't get a big delay there? And then,
He's on my husband's on the computer.
okay, well, have you ever eaten at Anthony's?
Not breakfast.
Okay, do you
We're
know
actually new to Florida and to Cape Coral,
where are you from?
Maryland.
Maryland. And
Awesome.
do you like Maryland crab cakes?
Absolutely.
I'm
We
gonna-
actually put some pots out here in the river, and we caught a couple crabs and cooked them ourselves here.
Well, good that we're known like you, not as much as the Maryland blue crab, but we're known for an abundance of blue crab here. Now, there's two gentlemen that live here from the Baltimore area, and they recently. Are you familiar with where Bokeelia is?
Yes.
Bokeelia, there's a motorcycle destination out there called Flatheads Roadhouse, and they specialize in Baltimore style food. Crab cakes. They say they've got the best crab cakes anywhere. So that is on.
Flathead, I've never heard of that. Flathead Roadhouse?
Yeah, it's a motorcycle place.
Well,
and
it's pretty new.
it's very new. That's why you haven't heard from it. It's on Stringfellow Road in Bokeelia. So go to the stop sign and take a right and just keep going, and you can't miss it. It's on the right-hand side. And Sue, thank you for listening, and make sure that you tell everybody at Anthony's we say hello, and keep listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Sue.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Now, what were we talking about? Because I
We was
have no
talking about
reti-
dentures on fish.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Now the sheep's head.
Yeah.
The sheephead is what you're looking for. Do you know that I've never? I'm a seafood eater. I've never had sheep's head.
Well, that's a white flaky meat.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and it has a sweeter taste to it too, because they primarily feed on crustacean, which would be your little crabs.
Yeah. Because of their teeth.
There you go.
Yeah. That's Okay. All right. Now we got a special guest on the line.
All right.
Guess who it is?
Who?
The guy that got blew off the carrier.
All
Oh,
Lyle.
no. Let's put them on.
All
Hey,
right.
I'm 71. I was a young seaman on an aircraft carrier that was usually a submarine carrier. We did not keep jets on that except during the blockade of Cuba. So I wasn't trained around jets, and they turned a jet on me and blew me over the side, and it's 75 feet instead of 43
Oh,
feet to the
75.
water.
My fault. Sorry, Lyle.
Lyle, thank you for clarifying.
So you
John's
were
story.
involved in the Cuban Missile Crisis? You were on one of the carriers that was doing the
I
blockade?
was on a carrier down there during the blockade of Cuba.
Wow, now that's an amazing. That's something. Well, we commend you for your service. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
Absolutely.
That was a
I
tremendous.
wanted to clarify that because the carrier is 75 people in the water line, the flight deck.
I thought it was 45, but 75 is even better.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
better.
it's even better.
Now, didn't that knock you unconscious?
No.
Well, that's good because you wouldn't be
It's
here
going
with
the
us.
way you land. I didn't land on my head. If I landed on my head, I probably broke my neck.
Now,
I went in kind of like feet at an angle, you know. They try to teach you to go in feet first.
Okay, all right. Now, how'd you get out? They come fish you out?
They picked me up on another ship.
Okay. Another ship.
They couldn't. The boat's too big. They couldn't turn it
Well,
around.
I know that, but I thought they had little boats that went out and got people.
Well,
That's on
a
TV.
destroyer came by and they picked me up on a destroyer. Then they highlined me back to the carrier.
How long did you spend in the water?
Half hour, maybe 15 minutes, half hour.
All right. Okay.
I wasn't in there very long.
Okay. Now, ever since then, Crazy John from Crazy Laura and Jim from Crazy Laura are here with us in the studio. They say that ever since that happened, you can't stay out of the water. Is that true?
No, I can stay out of the water. I just don't like getting in it right now.
All right. Okay.
No, I said you got the taste for salt. That means you love the
The
salt
ocean.
water.
I love
Yes.
salt water. I love
Yeah.
fishing out there.
Yeah.
All right. You going fishing today, Lyle? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
taking Jim and his buddy out.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Where are you going to take him?
Well, I'm in the water.
I know that. All right, now Lyle,
Somewhere in the water.
don't piss me off now. All right,
I ain't gonna piss you off,
all right,
John.
Now listen. I want the whole purpose of my question is so that the people that are listening, might take advice from a seasoned veteran like yourself on where to go fishing today.
Well, I heard Blind Pass is good. I've heard up there at the flats are good. So I got to go where I hear where it's halfway decent. You know.
Yeah.
I've been here 2 years. I do the same thing everybody else does. I listen to what people say, and I go try those areas.
That's right. That's right. And there's a lot of knowledge shared between, fishermen in the boating community. There's a lot of stuff. When people catch fish, they come in the store, they talk to us, they say, hey, we were here. That's what
Yep.
there's some great camaraderie, isn't there, Lyle?
Yeah. I enjoy going down there and listening to the guys talk, and I learn different stuff from everybody coming in there. So, like I say, I'm a newbie down here. I got to listen to everybody talk before they do this and do that at. So
Right.
This way I'm getting more knowledgeable about where to go.
Great.
Okay.
Well, Lyle, you better get that boat ready because I know you're leaving in about an hour.
Well, it'll be in the water here in about 15 minutes.
All right.
Hey, Lyle, let me ask you something.
Sure.
Would it be possible every week that you call the show and be part of this great thing
Well,
we've got going on?
I might call every now and then. I ain't going to promise you every week.
All right. Get the hell off the line then. All right.
Okay, sure will. All right.
Thanks, Lyle.
You're listening to the Boater Map live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. I love that man.
Oh, he is amazing. Actually, he's my adopted father, and him and his wife, Catherine, are absolutely dear to my heart. I love him.
Yeah. Well, we need him. We need him.
Yes.
That was a great call in. Anyway, if you want to be part of the Boater Map Live, you might not be as entertaining as Lyle, but call us at 1240, 1270 The Fan. You can reach us at 338-4326. Listen online at thefan.am. So Lyle is going, a lot of people say the same things, and I want to hear different things. A lot of people, when I say to you guys, where are you going fishing? Everybody says Blind Pass, flats. What else? I mean,
Those are really popular areas, right? I mean, that's where a lot of people
aren't there
fish.
secret places
Well,
where people that don't...
Do you want me to tell you 24 degrees north by 71.45 degrees west?
All right, you don't have to be. I don't have to be smug about it.
No,
I
I'm just. So
so
the
what
reason
you're
you
say-
yes, so
I get it now.
You get it. So the reason they say that is because it's a spot on the map that they know. Now, Blind Pass is huge.
Right.
I mean, there's fingers in there. There's different outlets in there. There's a marina in there. There's a bridge in there. There's docks. So 50 boats can be fishing Blind Pass, and you're
Right.
still fishing a different area.
and not even see each other.
Well, you
you
might
see
see
each
each other, but what I'm saying is, so when they tell you, like, I'm fishing North Captiva Pass, 100 boats could fish in that pass.
Uh-huh.
It's just that this is a general area that they're fishing. And being that, given our location, there's only so many areas that people can fish that are well known, that are you can say a one word, like, I'm going to the Causeway. They know you're going to Sanibel Bridge. Okay, or I'm going to the lighthouse. You're going to the Sanibel Lighthouse,
Right.
Fort Myers Beach. So it doesn't necessarily mean there's not as many places to fish, but there's the given fact out there, and it's whether it's scientifically proven or not. Fish tend to gather in the same area at the same time of year every year. So if Blind Pass is good in February, then given the same conditions next year, Blind Pass is good in February again. So that's why everybody says the general same things, is that the people know where the fishing is good, where you might have 2 or 3 miles of unproductive water, and this one area is great.
Okay.
So that's why you hear a lot of the same things over and over.
And do certain fish hang with other species of fish, like do grouper hang with red snapper, or are they totally keep to their own?
Well, most of the time you find a group of fish, they're going to be with that respective species of fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, yesterday I did some weird things.
Really? Let's hear about them.
No.
No, we don't. Actually, we're going to take a break. Hold that thought.
Hold that
we're going to
thought.
hear Crazy John's weird things that he did.
Weird fishing advice.
Absolutely. When we come back, you're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan.
To find the fish, you've got to have the right equipment, and that starts with the right boat. Fort Myers Marine has the best selection of flats, bay, and nearshore boats in stock. Fort Myers Marine has been serving Florida's west coast for over 20 years, with the boats, motors, and trailers to put you on the fish fast. Fort Myers Marine on Fowler Street, just south of Martin Luther King Boulevard in Fort Myers, or online at ftmyersmarine.com. That's ftmyersmarine.com.
Are you looking for the best bike night on Wednesdays? You'll find it at Old Fish House Marina and Restaurant on Matt Lachey. Old Fish House features fresh off-the-boat seafood in an old Florida atmosphere. Live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights. Plus, Saturdays are exciting Saturdays, featuring a different surprise every week. Old Fish House is right on the water in Matt Lachey, 4530 Pine Island Road, just after the Matt Lachey Bridge. From our docks to your table, you won't find fresher seafood. Like them on Facebook or visit oldfishhousemarina.com.
Sailfish boats at Boaters Landing are built to last. There's no safer or more versatile boat on the water. Sailfish models from 19 to 32 feet available. The Sailfish is great for everything, from tournament fishing to family fun. Powered by Yamaha 4-stroke outboards. Come see the 2014 Sailfish models today at Boaters Landing. Sailfish, demand the difference.
Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard, Cape Coral Parkway. Winner of Best Seafood Market in Southwest Florida. Eat in or take out. This is the freshest seafood in town. Lobster Lady is Cape Coral's premier seafood market and bistro. Fresh fish, delicious shrimp, scallops, crab, and Lobster Lady's famous live North Atlantic lobster. I suggest starting with the famous lobster bisque with 2 ounces of chunked sweet fresh lobster on top. Lobster Lady's newly expanded bar features beers from around the world and a wine menu including varietals by the glass. Celebrate living in paradise. Visit lobsterladyseafood.com for more information and specials.
Hey, Mary Beth here, the Lobster Lady. And fresh seafood and good wine are my passion. Come in and see our new bar and enjoy the best reasons to live on the Gulf. Seafood. Lobster Lady Seafood Market and Bistro. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
The Lobster Lady, 1 block west of Chiquita Boulevard and Cape Coral Parkway. If it were any fresher, you'd be wet.
Image Charter and Yacht Sales has been Southwest Florida's premier charter and yacht broker for over 30 years. They can custom tailor your cruise aboard your very own private yacht. For a day, evening, or week-long trip, they can provide what you're looking for. These all-inclusive charters are just waiting. Let them show you Florida from the water side. And if you're looking to purchase, they offer quality vessels that are realistically priced, and they provide unsurpassed service. Image Charter and Yacht Sales. Call 954-816-0171 or find them online at imageyachtcharters.com.
What do you call your favorite little seafood restaurant with a sports problem? In Cape Coral, they call it the Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar. From the Caribbean to the Cape, the Twisted Conch has you covered with delicious seafood favorites like fresh grouper, mahi-mahi, salmon, or ahi tuna. Enjoy coconut shrimp, bacon-wrapped shrimp, firecracker shrimp, or succulent sea scallops, and cooked-to-order hand-packed burgers too. Great drink specials, NFL, and college football and live entertainment Thursday through Saturday. The Twisted Conch Seafood Grill and Sports Bar on Southeast 47th Terrace in Cape Coral.
Everyone knows if you want to catch fish, you got to use the right bait. Crazy Lure is Cape Coral's premier saltwater and freshwater bait and tackle shop, featuring the best name brands in soft plastics, hard baits, and terminal tackle, plus the largest selection of fresh and frozen baits. And Crazy Lure is your fishing license headquarters. New, out-of-state, or renewals. Open every day at 6 a.m. Crazy Lure, just off Cape Coral Parkway at 4849 Vincennes Street in the Cape. Before you hit the water, go crazy at Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle.
Located at mile marker 135 on the Okeechobee Waterway, Fort Myers Yacht Basin is a well-designed and protected marina. Owned and operated by the City of Fort Myers, the basin is in the middle of historic downtown Fort Myers. It's an easy walk to nearby restaurants, and many festivals and other family-oriented activities are held at Centennial Park next door. The marina's water location is on the south side of the Caloosahatchee River and the Caloosahatchee Bridge in downtown Fort Myers. The City of Fort Myers Yacht Basin, your port of call in the middle of it all.
Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We'd blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll.
Keeping it between the navigational beacons. It's the Boater Map Live with John and John at the helm. Call 338-4326. That's 338-4FAN.
338-4326, the number. Listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan. Sponsored by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey and the Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle Shop on the corner of Vincennes and Miramar in Cape Coral. My co-hosts each and every week. My name's John, by the way. I am the manager of the Boater Map and the Biker Map. And alongside is Jim and John, Crazy Jim and Crazy John from Crazy Lure. So, gentlemen, thank you for being here each week and taking part in this wonderful show that will change the world.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right. Now, before we went to break, well, let's touch on something right now. Last night, as we said before, was the Edison Festival of Light. I want to do it. This is my Rush Limbaugh impression. Ready?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
He does that a lot. He puts a piece of paper in front of the microphone. Anyway, so last night was the Edison Festival of Light Parade. It's a whole series, Jim, who has just moved here, of different things to honor Thomas Alva Edison. And,
nice. Okay.
Yeah,
I just, the
light bulb went off.
The light bulb went off. I just figured out Festival of Lights.
So we want to send a special shout out to the people, Brian, Denise, and Leaf at the Fort Myers Yacht Basin. They were just beside themselves because the town fills up, downtown fills up, and they shut the streets down. So you can't get anywhere.
So it's the biggest festival in Fort Myers.
I believe it would be this.
Close,
wouldn't it?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Close. What would be next?
The boat show.
Well, but okay.
The zombie thing they do.
Yeah, that's probably bigger.
That's got to be bigger.
Zombies are bigger than boats?
Yeah.
Well, zombies. Well, I don't know. That would be an interesting statistic.
Now we have a challenge.
Maybe
Zombies
we could get
boats?
our city manager, but I think she's in prison. But to comment on that. Good thing I didn't mention her name. I'd probably be ostracized again. I've been ostracized in Boston, so it probably happened here as well. Before we went to break, and we were talking about fishing, and Crazy John, mentioned you did some weird things with fish. What was? What could that possibly be?
Well, the fish were doing weird things. Let's reroute that.
There's only so many things fish can do.
Okay.
They swim.
They swim.
They do. They come to the surface every once in a while and they jump. When they're being attacked. Those shiners they. I was in Key West one time where a whole bunch of the whole that was
boiling.
They're
boiling
being
water.
scared. They're fixing to eat.
Yeah,
like you like to do with the fish.
Well, not raw, but yes, I eat sushi.
Yeah, sushi,
Well, sashimi. Anyway, but go ahead.
Anyway, so one of the species that we were talking about, they stay in deeper water, which would be a grouper. Okay, normally they're in water 20 to 50 to 60, 70 feet, whatever. Grouper are deep water fish, and you fish for them on the bottom. Well, this rock pile that I found in the middle of the bay, we're in 3 foot of water. And we was catching grouper in 3 foot of water, which is highly, highly unusual. And I do not understand why they was on the flats, but they was there.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
That's
the weird. That's the weird thing.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah, the odd thing was that the fish were not in deep water.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
You never see them in the.
Who catches
flats.
group?
Do you
I
think?
was watching them swim around. So it's weird.
Where do you think maybe they were coming closer to the surface to get the sun?
Well, you might be onto something. The shallower water heats up quicker and cools down quicker. So they could be in the shallower water because of the heat, like we talked about. But usually they don't come out of the deep haunts.
Yeah.
Because the deeper water is usually stabler.
Right.
Because it doesn't flux with the wind and the storms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And the bigger the fish are, the deeper they are, correct?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides snook are big. They stay shallow.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But within generally speaking, a grouper is not supposed to be in shallow water.
Now, a snook is an interesting fish, a great eating fish, but you can only eat them and catch them and keep them certain times of the year.
Yeah, and that's coming up, though.
Uh-huh.
A couple weeks.
Uh-huh.
And snook season will be open again for all your big fans of snook, and then you can keep one in its prospective slot limit.
And a snook is one of those interesting fish that, from its conception, was a freshwater fish at one time solely, correct? And then now is a brackish fish or a saltwater fish? What is a snook?
Oh, my goodness. A snook is really a saltwater fish.
Okay.
I think you was thinking about the striper.
No, I was thinking about the amount of snook that were in Lakes Park
now,
at one time.
Snook can totally tolerate freshwater.
Okay.
So I've caught snook on plastic worms in the river.
See, there you go.
So, they will go up into freshwater. They usually can't breed once they get out of the saltwater.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening, boys and girls, you're listening to and rock and rollers all over America. You're listening to the Boater Map Live on 1240 and 1270 The Fan, brought to you by the Old Fish House on Matt Lachey and Crazy Lure, Fish Like Crazy, Bait and Tackle in Cape Coral. Now, you did say, oh my goodness, when I asked that question, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm the voice of the people, okay? I'm the voice of the people that don't know that much about fishing. My background is in sales and radio, and that's all I got. So
that's it?
Yeah.
That's
nothing
okay.
else. No, nothing else.
That's okay.
Yeah, you asked me anything else, I got nothing.
Okay, you got nothing.
Yeah. So
right.
therefore, I take the place of the caller that might not want to call in, the person that might be embarrassed that they don't know anything.
So you're taking the brunt of it.
I am.
Okay. Well, we do applaud that.
Well, no, I don't need accolades for it.
Oh, you don't?
No, you can beat me up as much as you want, and but I'll continue to show up every Sunday.
Well, that's good. That's what we like.
And that's one thing great about our store, Crazy Lure Bait and Tackle in Cape Coral, is that our staff, you can come into our store and be new here, be on vacation here, be from a country that's far, far away, and you're on vacation here. You can come into the store. We can set you up, give you a quick lesson on how to fish around here, give you some bait, set you up to go out and actually enjoy what everybody else does in Southwest Florida, and that's fishing. We are in a fishing mecca community. We love it here. And so that's what the great thing is about Crazy Lure.
The creator of the Boater Map tapped into that, and that's what the Boater Map came from. When you come to Florida to live, 3 things: golfing,
yes,
fishing,
yep,
and riding your motorcycle.
Absolutely.
And we have the Biker Map, which was our first publication, which is going into its 5th year, and the Boater Map going into its 3rd year now.
Nice.
Very successful publications. Very successful. We want to welcome Wave Tech on 41 to the Boater Map, the next edition. Wave Tech, the only place to rent jet skis, 11100 South Cleveland Avenue. Go in there and talk to Ron and the young lady that works there. They will hook you up with wave runners or jet skis.
Now, will they deliver over to the Cape, or do we know that?
I don't know. I think if you went in and said, I want to buy one and here's some cash,
right?
I'll go over and get it for you.
You go over and get it?
I would.
For a small delivery fee?
Whatever.
Yeah,
yes, but I would do it, yeah.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay, so now we also want to say hi to our other bait and tackles that are out there before we go off the air, and they are as follows. We have Venture Out in Cape Harbor, which has some frozen bait. They also rent kayaks. So if you go out to Venture Out in Cape Harbor, tell them you heard it on the Boater Map, and you'll get buy one, rent one, get one free kayaks.
Yeah, you rent one and you get your significant other, partner, whatever is going with you, a kayak for 2 hours for free.
Right.
So just mention the ad. Say,
absolutely.
Hey, I seen it in the Boater's Map. I heard it on the Boater Map online.
Yeah, Jim?
Oh, I'd also like to mention about Dick's Bait and Tackle, located at Diversified Yacht Services under the Fort Myers Beach Bridge. Great people, great guys. Stop in there and see them. They've got bait, they've got fuel, they got a store there, they got tackle, beer, ice, soda, snacks, everything you need at Dick's Bait and Tackle, located at Diversified Yacht Services under the Fort Myers Bridge.
Okay.
We have Bait and Weight Tackle. They're pretty new to the Boaters Map, and they are located on San Carlos Boulevard in Fort Myers Beach. Open every day, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. They stay open pretty late for all your late night fishing guys. They have all your tackle needs, including your live bait.
Also out in Matlacha, you got D&D, Matlacha Marina, bait and tackle store out there in Matlacha. Those guys are great. It's a one-stop shop. They got bait, lures, reels, snacks, drinks, family-owned and operated for many, many years.
2 boat ramps.
2 boat ramps. So if you're heading out to Matlacha, stop in at D&D and say hi.
Okay. Now, to move on in different nautically related businesses, the first thing, if you own a boat or if you own a motorcycle, that's something I never do. I just turned away and moved away from the microphone. It's something that you do that's nautically related. I know what I was talking about. You need a trailer.
Yes.
And you need hitches. And Tropic Trailer out by I-75 on Palm Beach Boulevard behind the Hayloft is your only place to go. Eli and his family have run that business since the beginning of time. And you go in there and mention the Boater Map, you'll get something for free.
Yeah, he's a big tarpon fisherman, too.
He is. He's got tons of trophies in his place.
He fished the PTTS, Professional Tarpon Series.
Oh, yeah?
That's serious fishing.
Oh, yeah.
That's serious stuff.
We have the Marine Trading Post. 3 different locations, San Carlos Boulevard, Fort Myers, Naples. All kind of parts for your needs, new and used. If you need it for your boat or anything nautically related, please see the people at Marine Trading Post.
In fact, Christine, who is 3rd-generation Marine Trading Post people, she will be our guest next week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Also, you guys, your boat covers, they get sun-beaten and stuff like that. Go see the people at Coastline Boat Lift Covers. Those guys are great out there. They can design it, they fabricate, they install, they do service. Coastline Boat Lift Covers, Fort Myers.
Okay. And they also do the big covers that go over the dock.
That's right.
Yeah. They are a really good company, too. On Del Prado Boulevard, if your truck needs repair, go see Ken's Auto Repair. That is at 4533 Del Prado Boulevard. Actually, you know what? We're going to say the names of these companies that are in the Boater Map. All you got to do is find a Boater Map, and that's how you'll get there.
Exactly. It has all the information for your phone number, address, everything that they offer. So look for that Boater Map shining bright on the stands at a location near you.
And if you need service on your diesel engines and stuff like that, go see Maddo's Marine Diesel Service. They're located on 2455 Fowler Street in Fort Myers. Definitely a must for if you have diesel work that you need done on your boat.
Right. Okay, and I've got Bosilla Island Seaport.
Bosilla.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Where's that?
That's Bosilla.
Where's Bosilla?
Well, it should be in Bosilla.
Well, yeah, I think it's in Bokeelia.
It's in Bokeelia.
Yeah,
yes.
And it's a boat ramp out there, and you don't need it's a fishing pier. And one of the cool things, if you go out there and don't have a fishing license,
yes, it's covered because you pay to get onto the pier. So once you pay, they have a dock license, so you can fish out there. Great location. The water comes around the end right there. All kinds of good fish. I'm not sure if they have bait out there, so you don't have to bring your own bait with you. So we also have a security company.
Yeah, that's Jesse. J.P. Morgan.
Jesse P. Morgan, Southwest Florida Security and Investigation.
Yeah, not investment. J.P. Morgan is an investment firm.
I said investigation.
No, I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did. You did it right. And if you get stuck, to call Dick and John over at Towboat US. They're everywhere. And they're the only place, if you run out of gas, whatever it is. Towboat US.
If you get hungry, stop in. See the Lobster Lady at Seafood Market and Bistro, Cape Coral. Absolutely amazing restaurant.
Now,
what you got, John?
Okay, well, I wanted to interrupt because every Sunday they have a New England clam bake, and I'm a Bostonian, and they have a chicken lobster, and they have fried or steamed clams with the bellies, which are called piss clams back home.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
And they got andouille sausage and potatoes all in mixed in. It's great.
Yeah, stop in and see Lobster Lady there.
We got Woody's Island Rum and Grill, located in Cape Coral on Pine Island in Florida. They got great deep access for your big boats. You can pull them right in. They got 300 foot of dock there, and you got an outdoor waterfront, casual dining. Go see them, and they're pet friendly too. That's something different.
Hey, if you're in the Cape and it's happy hour, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day at the Twisted Conch at 837 Southeast 47 Terrace in Cape Coral, the Twisted Conch.
What's the best thing about the Twisted Conch and the Boater Map?
What's the best thing? Oh, free pitcher.
Free pitcher of beer. Just mention
Free
them.
pitcher of beer.
Are we out of time, Paul? Is that why you're playing music? You're listening to the Boater Map.